Welcome back to Theresa.is.Dead. My name is Theresa and I'm very much alive. And if you're new here, welcome. I have an awful garbage mouth, and if you're not into that, or weird shit in general, then this is not the place for you. Feel free to exit out the video here. No harm, no foul, but I'll remember our time fondly. If you want to jump straight to the review of the products, I'll leave a time code down below. Feel free to jump ahead. Before I get into my little story, which is just weird, I do want to share a little bit of viewer mail because I think I mentioned it on Instagram or somewhere. I don't know. I mentioned it somewhere and I just haven't had a chance to actually film these things. I'm going to go through these things quickly, only because I want to review these things later or kind of show them more and like get ready with me and all that stuff. And I don't want to make this video 8 hours long, although I feel like some of you guys would like that. So anyway, so these are the things that were at my P.O. box. Okay, first of all, if you're new here, hi, I'm Theresa. I'm a garbage person. I love sloths. I feel like they are my spirit animal. See, like we look literally identical. In any case, I was so excited to receive this. So I want to say like a huge fucking thank you to Rebecca. Rebecca was so fucking awesome that she sent me this really cool fucking book that I can't even open this right now without fucking bursting into tears. So thanks, Rebecca. And she was kind enough to send this book to me and this adorable little sloth that I love so much. And I'm excited because now Mr. Sloth has a friend, which is Mr. Koala in the back there, which the lovely Trudy sent me not too long ago. Now they're friends. So you're gonna live in the back there? Mm-hmm. Say hello, Miss Koala. Okay. So checks out, they're best friends and that's good. We are all about equality on this channel. You're gonna live in the haunted house. Ooh, haunted sloth. Okay. So Rebecca, thank you so much for being one, an incredible fucking amazing, huge fucking sweetheart. And I love and adore your face forever. And thank you for making me burst into tears, like do that Kim K ugly cry shit. Like, like I lost my goddamn mind. So thank you so much. I love and adore you. Thank you. And the next person I want to thank is Jenny. And Jenny actually has a YouTube channel named Jenny has changed her number, and I'll leave all her information down below. Awesome lady. She does a lot of get ready with me. She also reviews products. She's just a funny fucking bitch, and she's honest and she's real. And I think in this day and age when there's just so much fake bullshit out on YouTube, it's just nice to watch somebody that's just like us. So please go check her out. She's super fucking awesome. She's super sweet. And she was super kind enough to send me these super fucking awesome products. How many times can I say super and fucking? I don't know. We should have a count though. All right. So she... Girl, you crazy. She sent me the Pat McGrath highlighter, which I actually have been wearing, and this shit is fucking bomb. It's so sick. It's really good. I'm not gonna go testing everything. I'm not gonna go swatching everything, but you can see here, I've only really kind of been primarily playing with these two shades. One has like a gold green undertone, one has a pink undertone, and then this guy is like bronze. A little too dark for me, but I can definitely use it as like an eyeshadow. Yo, Pat McGrath is sick. I understand the hype around her. Like, I mean, I just wish her prices weren't like as fucking expensive, but like, damn girl, these are probably some of the nicest highlighters that I've ever played around with. So when I saw this in the box, I literally was like, are you fucking kidding me? So Jenny, you're too much. You're too kind to me. Thank you so much. Okay. The other thing she sent me was, and I'm so sorry, I don't know what I did with the packaging and I have actually been using this, but it's that Juno sponge, you know, like the weird stuffed animal sponge. You know, that one, like the fuzzy little bear. Why did I say fuzzy little bear? Whatever, you know, like the little fuzzy sponge. I think the sponge that like, I think Nikki Tutorials got into shit about because it was an ad, but it wasn't an ad. But she was like talking about how much she loves the sponge, but then turns out she had a coupon code. I don't know, do you remember that weird fucking drama? Anyway, this sponge, she was so kind enough to send me one of these, and it's weird. But it's good. But it's weird though because you don't feel like it's gonna do anything, but it does. It's probably one of the better sponges out there. It's just very strange, the fabric of it, because you feel like you're touching a small stuffed animal. But what I really do like about this product is that it's like you can definitely get a nice application with that. Like you can use it wet or dry. Like I really do like this sponge a lot. It's probably one of the better sponges that I have used. And it's also super, super fucking affordable. I think it's like $6 or whatever. Thank you so much, Jenny. Like I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh my God, I got a stuffed animal sponge. I got so excited. And then last but not least, this is what I actually knew about. She contacted me and she asked me if I ever tried P. Louise Base, because if you are new here, I usually talk a lot about eyeshadow primers and I think that half of them don't fucking work. For me, I use a concealer base, right? So she was telling me, oh, you should definitely check this out. And when I went to go look at it to purchase it online, sold out. And I think it has been sold out for quite some time. So I was like, oh, okay, well, when it comes back in the stock, I'll buy it. And the fucking Jenny is so fucking kind enough to fucking send this. And I was like, bitch. So I haven't really had a chance to play with this too much because I kind of want to do like more of a dedicated video about it because I feel like that's what this needs. But I want to say thank you so much. Like you didn't have to do any, like, thank you. I really, 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 truly appreciate it. I love and adore you. And thank you for being so fucking kind to me. Like, dude, thanks. So I love you. Thank you. And last but certainly not least, I want to say a very, very, very special thank you to Gaye. Gaye has been, I don't know, she's been commenting on my shit for quite some time now, and she's just awesome. She's a makeup artist in the UK. What I love about her is she's she's very, very kind, and she also gives me a lot of helpful, constructive criticism, especially when I'm applying makeup, because as you guys know, I have small, tiny hooded eyes that are so perfect, and I often kind of complain about different techniques or brushes or whatever, and she's so nice enough to give me pointers, and you could tell it's from a place of like true, like, I want to help you, and that's why I always love when she comments on my stuff. She's just super fucking nice. Gaye, you're just a super adorable sweetheart. I love you and adore you. So she was so kind enough to send me a box of so much shit. Everything you could possibly think of. She sent me some palettes. She sent me some Stila products. She sent me stuff that I guess is like more based in the UK and not so much over here, which I've actually have heard of this one, W7. I feel like I have seen it at one point and then I have never seen it again. So I was like, oh, that sounds familiar, the name of it. But so she sent me like a lot of really cool, different, interesting makeup pieces. She sent me this really, really nice fucking bracelet, which I was like, bitch, you did not have to do that. You fucking nice, girl. But the coolest thing I would have to say, not to say that nothing else in that box is cool, because everything in that box is awesome, but she sent me the Blood Sugar palette, because this is the only Jeffree Star palette that I don't own. And everyone tells me, oh, you need to get Blood Sugar, you need to get Blood Sugar. That is the palette that you should get, because that's the formula. This is the best thing ever. And personally, I never tried it because, you know, at the time, I think when this came out, I was like, meh, okay, like it's, I love the packaging, but I was like, meh, the colors didn't really speak to me. Of course, after buying all his other palettes, I was like, okay, I kind of want this. And every time I went to go purchase this, it has been sold out. Gaye was so awesome enough to fucking buy this and send this to me. Girl, you shouldn't have, but I thank and appreciate you, and I love and adore you. And you know, I have used this once, and I will do a dedicated review on this, because I think I put it on Instagram, and there was a good enough amount of people that wanted to see this, so this will be coming soon. So Gaye, thank you so much for everything. You went really above and beyond. I really appreciate it, and I adore and love your fucking face. You're awesome. Thank you. So very special thank you to all the Story ladies. You guys are so fucking awesome, and you're so fucking sweet, and you are too good to me, and I don't deserve it, and I really, really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much. So if you do want to send anything to me, my P.O. box is always listed down below, along with all my social media handles and all that bullshit too. Please never feel obligated to send me anything. This channel is not about that. So if you ever just want to just send me an email or like a message on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever, feel free to do so. That's why I have everything down below, because at the end of the day, I just love hearing from you guys. It makes me so incredibly happy. You have no idea. So I want to say a very special thank you to everybody who has ever commented, liked something, fucking sent me a message on Instagram just saying that, you know, they really love my channel, or send me something in my P.O. box, and I'm just so fucking appreciative of you guys. Like, you have no idea. So thank you. Sorry that might have been long. I think in the future though, and I'm gonna say this now because I want to not have to rush through everything and stuff, and because I feel bad, and sometimes I want to read cards and stuff, but like I don't want to make the video too long. I think I might just do like a monthly like dedicated mail time thing. So I might just, starting this month, I'm just gonna go to my P.O. box, and whatever I have in there, I'm just gonna open up at the end of the month, and then I'll just kind of do that in the future. So just kind of an FYI. So we'll have like dedicated videos to this stuff. So with that said, I had a very interesting commute the other day, and I think I'm still scarred forever. So in the morning or whatever, I was getting on my one train. It wasn't super crowded, but like you couldn't sit. But however, I did notice that there was one seat, but it was next to like this really, really big guy, you know, and listen, I'm not fucking small, I'm fat, you know. I'm not going to try to make myself uncomfortable and like kind of sandwich myself into another fat person so we meld together to make one big blob. I'm not doing that. Anyway, he looked like Drew Carey, okay? He just reminded me of like if Drew Carey was a Halloween costume. Like it was, but like Dilbert almost too, because he had like the round glasses. It was just actually really kind of funny. I'm kind of like standing up against like the connector door, so I'm basically, my view is like the whole train car. So he's facing me this way. Nobody's sitting next to him. So then we go into the next stop, and I smell this like fucking whiff of popcorn, right? Like movie theater style popcorn. And if you're new here, I don't have a real sense of smell. Something has to be incredibly strong for me to smell it, but this shit was strong. Like if I could smell it, that means this whole car must have smelled like fucking popcorn. So I noticed Drew Carey literally bent down, like tried to like bend down, and I see him like rifling through something. He comes up and he just has like a handful of popcorn. He's like that, just eating it. So I'm like, right? No one's sitting next to him. So we go into the next stop. A lady comes on the train, a very small lady, and I guess she decided I'm gonna sit next to this big guy. So she sits there, right? And I could see that like she's trying to, I guess, like peacefully like try to sleep or whatever. And then every like maybe 2 minutes or so, he would reach down, you would just hear him like shuffling through something, and then he'd have like a giant handful of popcorn, and he'd be like every time. So the lady next to him, I guess, was so disturbed, I guess, by the sound of him chewing, because it did sound kind of loud. I had my headphones in, but he was one of those people that was like Like, you know, like just like a mouth open, which I fucking, I hate when people chew with their mouth open, right? But whatever. Anyway, so now I noticed that the lady next to him kind of looks at him, looks down at whatever he has, and her face was horrified, as if somebody probably killed her cat. You know what I mean? Like she just was like so now I'm like, ooh, what is this? And now I'm trying to figure out what this lady's looking at. So I'm like trying to look at the floor or whatever. I can't find it. Now we pull into like a pretty big stop where actually a lot of people get off and a lot of people get on. Turns out it was Drew Carey's stop. I guess he was just trying to Winnie the Pooh his ass out of the fucking seat. So then I just see he has a giant garbage bag. Okay, so in Queens we have, you know, and I'm pretty sure it says everywhere, we have like certain days where you recycle and stuff like that. So we have, I think we have to use like blue bags for like recycling, and they're clear blue bags. This guy had a clear blue bag full of popcorn. Like that, but with popcorn. Okay? And he just, he swung it over his shoulder like Santa and was just like, all right, and he just like got off the train and everybody was like, so yeah, so that's how I started my morning that week, which was good because the rest of the day went to shit. Gotta love the A train. On today's video, we're actually going to be talking about a couple of different products, but primarily the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Before I get into my overall thoughts, let me read you a little bit about the product. Poreless Putty Primer retails for $8. The Skin Perfecting Putty Primer is infused with squalene to help grip makeup for all-day wear and help protect the skin from moisture loss. The velvety texture glides effortlessly over the skin, smoothing over imperfections for a poreless effect. So basically, it's this little guy right here. I've actually been using it for quite some time now because I really wanted to give this a fair review. As you guys know, or if you're new here, I love TATCHA water cream so much. And before I purchased this one, I did purchase a very big one because I use so many of these little deluxe samples that I was like, okay, it's time for me to be a big girl and just buy the big one. And honestly, I'm swearing by it. The TATCHA Silk Canvas is the best primer that I've ever used in my entire life. I was intrigued with this one because one, TATCHA is $52. It's not cheap. And if you want to get the deluxe sample, which is now an option, which it used to not be before, you'd have to buy like certain sets in order to get this actually retails for 20 bucks. So this guy retails for 8 bucks. And in him, I think you get more product, right? 0.74 ounces, while this is 0.7 ounces. So you get a little bit more product than you would in this guy. However, the fucking packaging on this definitely wins. Hands down, bitch. Also, you get like this really weird, I don't even know what this is. Oh, you're supposed to like technically scoop the product on it and not be a piece of shit like me and just dip your finger in it. But then also when you're done with it, you can definitely throw this at your neighbors. I would say that the consistency is very similar to TATCHA. It appears to have the same color. However, you can tell on the difference of texture. It's very stiff compared to the TATCHA Silk Canvas. And when I say stiff, I don't mean that it's incredibly hard to use. It's just with the Silk Canvas, as soon as you touch it, it like melts into your hands. Like it's very soft and very smoothing, and I guess that's why it's called Silk Canvas. But this one, you can definitely tell that there is a little bit more, and I don't want to even say grit because it's not grit. It's a little bit stiff, but when you start massaging it into your skin, then it starts to melt in kind of very similarly to the Silk Canvas, but not quite. So I would say probably the biggest difference is that the consistency is very different from Silk Canvas, in my eyes anyway. And it's a very comfortable primer, and I would kind of compare it to TATCHA in that sense. It feels weightless, and it definitely fills your pores for sure. And I've actually been trying this over different foundations, and I felt like I got the same application every time. And there were some days where I just wore half e.l.f., half TATCHA, and honestly, it looks exactly the fucking same. You really cannot tell the difference at all. I would definitely say that this helps your makeup stay on a lot longer. There have been days where I've come home after like a 15-hour day at work, and my makeup still looks pretty decent. Of course, it doesn't look exactly like it did the first thing in the morning, but it definitely looked better than most primers I have used. So is this a dupe for this? Absolutely. I think if you have been turned off about the pricing of this, which I completely understand, this is going to be your best bet. The biggest difference I feel is the texture. That's it. Other than that, they both perform exactly the same, but there's something about this that I think feels a lot nicer than this. Also, and maybe it's just my crazy fucking brain, but I feel like my skin has looked a lot better by using this. I can't say the same for this because I've only really used it for like a week and a half, and some days I kind of did half and half, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's kind of hard to tell that, but obviously I'm going to continue to use this because this is a great fucking dupe. But there's something about this that, oh God, bitch, they have me. But of course, I really do invite you to actually check out the deluxe sample as well. It is $20. I know it's expensive and you get literally nothing compared to this for $8. But if you really want to see the difference of yourself and to see what I'm talking about in terms of like texture and the overall appearance of your skin looking better over time, then I invite you to go get one of these and really kind of test them out yourself. However, if you don't give a fuck about that, and if you just want like a straight up fucking dupe, then just get this. You'll be so happy with this. I don't think I've actually seen a dupe so good in a long time. Also, if you compare their ingredients list, a majority of the ingredients in this is in this, with the exception of, I think there's like certain agents in here like the silk and stuff like that that are not in this. And I think that's where like the biggest difference lies. And again, talking about like the texture and the feel of it. But if that doesn't appeal to you and you don't give a shit, then just get this. You'll be fine with it. But I really do invite you to kind of go get both because I want you to see the difference. But that's just me being fucking bougie and extra, so whatever. Anyway, so I totally support the e.l.f. primer. I believe it's now available on the e.l.f. website as well as Ulta. So definitely go check it out and let me know what you think down below. And of course, if you already own it and you know you love it, you hate it, whatever, just let me know down below. I would love to hear from you. So the first product I want to talk about is the Benefit Liquid Liner. So I got the travel size one that retails for 12 bucks. The bigger one retails for $22. So I would have to say that this liner is actually pretty fucking good. It's better than I expected. It's budge proof. You can create a very thin line, as you can see in wherever the fuck the box is, the application there. Because I apologize, I'm actually recording a bunch of videos today. That's why we're gonna have to go with this look for the next few videos. So hope you like it. Anyway, so what's really cool about this, it's a felt tip liner. I would say that it's more on the stiffer side. Nope, there is some flexibility there. The tip is very flexible and you can actually create a very thin, precise line, which is really good for your homegirl here because I have hooded eyes and it's a pain in the ass for me to really like liquid eyeliner because half the time it's really too thick and it looks like somebody punched me in the fucking face and nobody wants that. What's cool about it is that you can create a very thin, precise line. It is matte. As you can see, it dries down super fucking fast. Like, super fucking fast. It reminds me of the fly liner in that way. However, I feel like I actually am able to get a thinner line with this. So this is fucking awesome. I totally recommend it. I think for me, I'm probably gonna purchase the $12 versions of these only because I don't use liquid eyeliner a whole lot. So I completely agree with the claims of this. This is totally budge proof, smudge proof, does not bleed, it doesn't flake off, it looks good 12 hours after applying it. Like this is long lasting and it's really good. I really highly recommend it. So if you were thinking about checking it out, fucking do so. It's pretty cool. Also, the packaging on this guy is really cute. So if you were on the fence about trying this, I don't think you should be. You should definitely look at this. Get the $12 one just so you can just try it out and kind of play around with it. Anyway, recommend this. This is totally great. Better than I expected. So next thing I want to talk about is the eye brightening pencil. Honestly, this is really fucking cool. And as you can see here, if you can see from my fucking pale ass hand, lately I have been trying to kind of just brighten up the waterline area. I've been using a lot of white pencils and sometimes I feel like it's a little too stark for me. I don't know, it just looks like a little too like a scary fucking possessed demon doll. And I've been looking more for like these kind of peachy, salmony kind of colors because I feel like that's like just like my true waterline color. So I was really excited to try this out. Now, this retails for $20. It's definitely not a cheap eyeliner. And for the amount of product that you get, which is like 0.11 grams, it's not a lot of product that you're getting for 20 bucks. It definitely brightens up that under eye area, but I have a very watery waterline and it doesn't last very long for me. It works, but maybe it lasts for a couple hours and then it's like you just see my natural waterline. It looks like I put nothing there. And that's my complaint with a lot of eyeliners lately is that a lot of them say like, oh, they're waterproof. And it's like, nah, bitch, you're not waterproof. Nope. Until someone actually physically makes a really good waterproof eyeliner, I do not fucking believe them. The closest that I have seen has been either Almay or M Cosmetics, and to a lesser degree, Makeup Forever and Urban Decay, the 24-hour glide on pencils. Those are the other two exceptions, but I haven't seen anything else. So if you do not have like a complete watery eye, then I think this will definitely work for you. But is this really worth it? Maybe not so much. I'm pretty sure you could probably find dupes of this. I am going to use it obviously because I purchased this. I don't know if I will definitely repurchase this again, but I think I am just going to be in the market now looking for kind of like these kind of like salmon colored eyeliners. So I definitely think this is easy to use. There is a great opacity to it. It just doesn't last that long for me anyway. So if you do not have like watery eyes, I think you might be able to get away with this, but for those who do, I think you should kind of skip out on this and try to find something else. If they can figure out the mechanics of the eyeliner and put it into this, that would be beautiful. So Benefit, get on it. make it work. All right, so the next product we're gonna be talking about is the Stila liquid eyeshadow, which is an Ulta exclusive. This guy retails for $24. Funny story about this, when I was in Ulta, there was a couple different shades. I got it in Yellowtails, obviously, because I'm on the hashtag quest for yellow, bitch. But they had like other pretty shades, but I really just wanted the yellow one. And I purchased it, fine. Go home, I look at it, and realize that some fucking ass fuck decided to put a tester application into the box, and I guess steal the real product. Fucking asshole, disgusting pieces of shit. Anyway, I had to go back to Ulta and explain to them that one, I didn't do it, and also fucking put the wrong fucking shade in there, which I was like, bitch, are you fucking kidding me? Like, at least if you're gonna do that, fucking put the proper tester shade in there, you fucking asshole. But anyway, I went back to Ulta and I had to return it, and literally the person ringing me up was like, ew. I was like, yeah, it was right, bitch. Like, this shit's gross. So in any case, I was super not excited about having to do that. But with that said, you know, this product is interesting. I actually just started kind of getting into Stila's liquid eyeshadows, what the application looks like. I had to play around with it a couple of times only because I kind of have like a weird love-hate thing with this, and I don't know if I can easily say I want to recommend it. It's a little pain in the ass to use. Unlike the other Stila liquid eyeshadows that I'm used to, I feel like those make sense. They're easy, they're opaque. Like, I don't have to do too much doctoring to make them look good. But this, I actually had to play around like 3 or 4 times because I felt like it was like balling up in certain areas, and then I wasn't able to like smooth it out in other areas. And it was really, really annoying the fuck out of me that I couldn't just make it fucking work. The video that I'm showing you is actually probably the best application that I was able to get with this. You know, this is kind of like a trial and error thing. I think a little bit goes a long way. So I have to kind of try to figure out the best way that this is going to apply every time. It was really annoying the shit out of me that like sometimes it looked good and sometimes it looked like shit. Like, I couldn't figure it out. And I think it's because my lid space is very small to begin with. So I have to probably take a little tiny brush this, and then get into the inner corners because it was just making a fucking mess everywhere. The other thing too is that there is some fallout. It's not like the glitter Stila one where there's definitely a lot of fallout, but there was enough fallout on this one that was really kind of irritating. Overall though, I think it's a beautiful, like very pale yellow gold color. It's adorable. It's great. Am I gonna use this all the time? No, only because it's super fucking pain in the ass when this is actually supposed to be very easy to use. I thought that was the whole point of Stila's eyeshadows, but whatever. Yeah, not my favorite. Am I gonna return it? No. I'm lazy. I don't want to go back to Ulta again. Like, no, I'm gonna keep this and I'm going to make this work somehow. It's not a bad, so please know that it's not a bad product. It's just, it's not good either. I feel like I've had worse things. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. Let's leave it like that. That sound good? Do I recommend this? No, I don't think you really need this. Not for $24. Definitely not for $24. And had I not had a gift card, I totally probably wouldn't pick this up. I would pick it up if it was on sale. Other than that, yeah, it's okay. I think you can skip it. I don't think you fucking need it. Don't buy it. Let's pretend like this never happened. Good? Awesome. Okay. All right. So on that note, I guess that's about it. Let me know if you have any of the products that I mentioned in this video. If you have differing opinions on certain things, of course, I would love to hear from you guys. You know that. I love and adore your little fucking faces. And yeah, I guess that's about it. So I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button. It's free. And hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Subways, supermarket, Best Buy, whatever. I don't know. Just follow me. And I'll see you little pumpkins later. Bye.